Bonjour mes gourmands. Are you the kind of person that likes food with a look which is different from what you are usually used to seeing? I find that an interesting presentation can always give a dish that little je ne sais quoi, which makes your guests really curious and eager to try out the food. So this week we are going to make Chinese 茶叶蛋. Literally translated, that means tea leaf eggs, but I've also seen them being called dragon eggs. Let's hit the kitchen and start cooking. For the eggs you will need 4 to 6 eggs, 150 ml of soy sauce, enough water to cover the eggs, 2 bags of black tea, a tablespoon of Shaoxing rice wine or dry sherry, which is optional, 2 pods of star anise, 1 stick of cinnamon, and a quarter of a teaspoon of 5 spice powder, which is also optional. You can make 五香茶叶蛋 as in 5 spice tea eggs by adding some 5 spice powder. Personally, I don't like the strong taste of the 5 spice powder in this dish, so I'm usually making regular tea flavored eggs without it. If you don't like to cook with alcohol, then just skip the Shaoxing rice wine. At first, we need to boil our eggs. If you have an automated egg boiler, then you can definitely use that. And in case you don't, we're going to boil them the old school way now. I'm placing the eggs into the water and I'm bringing the water to a boil over high. Then I'm bringing the heat down to medium and I keep boiling the eggs for 10 to 11 minutes. After the 11 minutes have passed, I'm transferring them into a bowl with cold water to cool off. Cold water can help to make the eggs more easy to peel afterwards. Now it's time to make deep cracks into the eggshell. Hit the back of a teaspoon against the shell to damage it while still keeping the shell intact. You only want the shells to have somewhat deep cracks. If the shell cracks open, the whole egg will absorb the color of the soy sauce and it will therefore not obtain our desired pattern. Now we are adding the star anise, the cinnamon, the rice wine, the 5 spice powder, the tea bags, and the soy sauce to the water in the pot. Then carefully add the cracked eggs into the mixture and bring it to a boil over high again. Once the mixture starts bubbling, you can turn down the heat to medium-low to let it simmer for another 40 minutes. Then turn off the heat and leave the eggs in the pot overnight before you serve them peeled out of the shells. Bon appetit! The eggs can be served as a starter or as a snack in between. I love the interesting pattern on the eggs and each egg is really one of a kind. I'm sure your guests will be thrilled to be offered these eggs with that in mind. Thank you very much for joining me this week. If you have any questions, suggestions, or if you'd just like to say hi, you're always welcome to leave me a message in the comment section down below. If you're proud of your recreation, then why not send a picture of it to me via Twitter or Instagram? You know, every now and then it's okay to show off. If you like this video, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up or to subscribe to my channel to get free weekly updates on more easy and tasty recipes. I hope to see you next week again when I have another recipe prepared for you. Until then, bye.